You ever buy a house so nice you almost forget the hell you crawled out of? That was us rolling back into Nevada after 5 years of swearing we'd never lay eyes on this desert again. 5 years of promising ourselves, nope, not going back. Not after Karen Stanbridge and her army of HOA zealots chewed up our peace and spat it back in our faces. But life's got a twisted sense of humor. You know, a big payday, a wild real estate market, and next thing you know, you're rolling up the driveway of a $2.3 million fortress with a deed so thick it could stop a bullet swearing. This time, you'll do it right. No HOA, no neighbors with measuring tapes, just us, our kid, and a silence so sweet it buzzed in my ears. For about 24 hours. Let me back up a sec. It was sunrise, the kind that makes even the dirt glow gold. Our daughter zonked out in the back, clutching her stuffed shark, Melanie giving me that half smile, half hope, half bracing for something she can't say out loud. "We did it," she whispered. And we had. Asphalt smooth as silk, iron gates, every inch of security you could buy. I stepped out, took a breath, swore I was leaving the past behind. And then I saw her. Karen standing just outside the fence line, arms crossed, lips so tight you'd think she was sucking on a lemon, staring like she'd seen a ghost. And then just like that, she vanished. I figured maybe the ghosts were in my head. Maybe it'd end there. But an hour later, she's at my gate, shrieking about closed communities and aesthetic integrity, acting like she still runs the place. I actually laughed, couldn't help it. "Karen, you don't run this street, and you sure as hell don't run me. I meant it too." She stormed off, face sour as curdled milk, and for one shining moment I thought, that's that. Nope. Next morning, a white pickup rolls into the drive, Nevada Regional Code compliance plastered on the doors, decals so crooked a kid could have stuck them on. Two guys hop out, orange vests, hard hats, clipboard in hand, and I'm thinking, here we go. "Sir, we're here for a code enforcement action." The clipboard guy starts waving a blurry printout about some fake pool violation. It was so fake I almost wanted to applaud. I played along, asked if they'd wait for my attorney and the sheriff already dialing 911 while keeping them in my security camera's sight. When Deputy Ruiz pulled up, it didn't take long to spot the truth. These inspectors were Karen's husband and her brother in costume here to intimidate us. Out came the handcuffs up, went the truck on the tow, and I made damn sure every frame from every camera went to my lawyer by noon. That's when I realized Karen wasn't just a ghost from our past. She was still playing for keeps. I fortified the place, changed codes, added more cameras, and for a while it was quiet, too quiet. But then the flyers started showing up, emergency assembly zoning violations. My house circled in red like some tabloid nightmare. My wife just shook her head, muttered, "I thought this was HOA free." I told her, "It is. But truth is, Karen never played by the rules." Saturday comes and I'm standing at the park just to make sure things don't get out of hand. And what do I see? Karen at a folding table banner, flying, reading off some speech about community harmony while waving a foam board photo of my house. She'd even forged city letters, complete with fake signatures from a retired bowling league president. This is what I was up against. I walked right up with my notary and two police officers, laid out my deed for everyone to see, and let the world know, no HOA, no violations, just a woman on a power trip gone off the rails. The cops shut her meeting down. Someone filmed it. Next thing I know, it's blowing up on TikTok and Facebook. Karen was famous, but not the way she wanted. And let me tell you, nothing's more dangerous than a humiliated bully. So when the security lights popped on at 2:48 a.m., I already knew who it was. There's Karen hoodie up, rock in hand, lobbing it right through my garage window. The cops came fast, caught her with spray paint bolt cutters, and get this, a printout of my camera angles. She tried to play lost jogger, but my footage told the real story. That night she landed in a squad car and I filed for a restraining order before the sun came up. You'd think that'd end it, but Karen never knew when to quit. My lawyer Logan took one look at the evidence and grinned like Christmas came early. This isn't just harassment. This is conspiracy surveillance misused HOA funds. We can go nuclear. We subpoenaed everything: old budget, secret payments, surveillance company invoices. There was even a Dropbox folder with videos of us from years ago, marshmallows by the fire, our toddler giggling, filmed by a camera hidden on HOA land aimed right into our backyard. The more we dug, the deeper it got. Former board members came forward, emails surfaced, threats, extortion, hush money. A woman named Aylin, once Karen's right hand, turned over ledgers Karen tried to destroy. After your video, people aren't scared anymore, she told me. Suddenly, all those years of fear started to crack. The court case was a circus. Karen showed up in sunglasses and a shawl, acting frail, but the judge saw right through her. Her lawyer tried to claim the whole thing was personal vendetta, but Logan hit back with testimony, financials, footage of vandalism. Proof she'd siphoned HOA money into a fake account, paid for oversight services, and, hilariously, a wine subscription box. When the judge denied her motion to dismiss, you could see Karen's mask slip. Outside, she tried to corner my wife, spewing venom, but I stepped in, recording in hand. 3 days later, our wall got tagged with "Ha Trash" in red paint. We caught her car on camera, and the cops added it to the file. Then she countersued us, accusing my family of media warfare and psychological sabotage. Logan just shook his head. Delay tactics. But it backfired. 2 more neighbors came forward, one with audio of Karen coercing him to install illegal cameras, another with threatening letters. Every new move Karen made, she dug herself deeper. A week before the next hearing, cameras caught her ripping down "no trespassing" signs from my driveway. Police added another charge. She was unraveling. You could feel it. At the second hearing, the place was packed. Neighbors, news vans, people I'd never seen. Logan laid out everything: the vandalism, the finances, the illegal surveillance. The kicker: emails from Karen's old treasurer showing she'd ordered him to fudge numbers and cover tracks, bragging, "These idiots will never check." On the stand, I told the truth: the harassment, the fear, the fines for aesthetic violations so petty we had to sell our old home just to get away. Then I described coming back, the fake inspectors, the rocks, the sleepless nights. It didn't need drama. The truth was loud enough. Court adjourned for the day, but Karen didn't storm out. She just sat there crumbling. And it wasn't over later that night. Our mailbox stuffed with threats, more vandalism, until she finally got caught trying to sneak onto our property again, gloves and all, at almost midnight. Police hauled her in for violating pretrial orders. That was the final nail. The last hearing, you could barely get through the doors. Karen came in wearing jail orange, no sunglasses, hair a mess. The judge read the charges: forgery, impersonation, trespass, vandalism, harassment, misuse of funds, surveillance, intimidation. It went on and on. The evidence was a landslide. When the impact statement started, neighbors lined up to speak, one after another. Stories of fines, threats, humiliation, even a dying man fined for his hedges. By the time I spoke, the room was silent. You made my wife cry in her own kitchen. You stalked my family, shamed us. And when we moved on, you couldn't stand it. You threw rocks at my house and called it justice. But this is real justice. Karen got 12 years no parole before 8 banned from ever holding any HOA role, forced to pay restitution. The crowd didn't cheer, just breathed out, finally free. As she was led away, Karen didn't look at anyone. That night, we took our daughter to the park, sun shining, neighbors smiling. One old man shook my hand and said, "You did it for all of us." A week later, I mounted a plaque inside our gate. Freedom. No HOA. Trespassers will be embarrassed. Never heard from Karen again, except in the memes, the Facebook jokes, the filter of her face. This lawn is HOA compliant. Or else. Life is good, but I'm never dropping my guard. Cameras up, records backed. Every neighbor gets a cookie and a copy of our deed. You know, just in case. Now tell me, was justice served or did we just break a bad cycle for a little while? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear about your battles with control freaks, HOAs, or whatever monsters you've had to face, because if there's one thing I learned, it's that silence is where these tyrants thrive. Not anymore.